Hello all, good evening to everyone. So I am Shubham. So we will be today's week 11. So we will be starting our today's session very soon. So just give me some moment to present my slide. Okay, we will be starting soon. अच्छा आपने रिपोर्ट में दिखाया है कि दूसरा टीचर काम नहीं कर रहा है तब तो वो डेफिनेटली आपसे रिजल्ट मांगेगा क्यों काम नहीं कर रहा गारंटी मांगेगा आपको अगर ये होगा कि कोई का टीचर में काम करता है तो सही बन जाता है लेकिन अगर एक में काम कर रहा है दो में काम नहीं कर रहा है किसी काम ऐसे ही काम कर रहा है तो सारे बात बन भी नहीं है कि आप बोल सकते हो कि हमारा सामने वाला क्वेश्चन आप ये दिखाना है या बिना इंटरप्रेट किए सूचना कर सकता है छः वाले का दिखो ना क्या दिया है इसका क्या है दूसरे वाले का फिर क्या है Okay, guys, so let's start the session. So in today's class we will be starting from text summarization we'll be seeing the lex rank algorithm. So what is a text summary? So a summary is a text that is produced from one or more text that contains a significant portion of the information in the original text. Okay, so we know what does a summarization means and what does a text summarization means. Okay, so text summarization is a process of distilling the most important information. So basically we want to extract the most important information from a source or sources to produce an abridged version for a particular user or task. Okay, so now in text summarization, the goal is to give an overview of the original document in a shorter period of time. Then there comes automatic text summarization. uh, in What are the application of this automatic text summarization? That are the outlines or abstract of any document or news article, summaries of all email threads, or you can use in action items for a meeting, simplifying text by compressing sentences. These are all the application of text summarization. Okay, now there are genres of summarization. There is extraction versus abstraction. So extract versus abstract. Okay. So and single, then you can summarize from a single document versus multiple document. Then generic versus query focused. Okay. There now automatic text summarization. Uh, yes, please ask. What is the exam pattern? Yeah, so for the exam pattern, can you follow the previous mm, NPTL question papers? So just search in Google that previous NPTL exam patterns and questions. So you will get some questions there. Okay, and you can try to
So what is the
yes. Hello.
so what to search PPI?
What is the?
So what to search in internet? For question paper, how to search?
Yeah, search for the NPTL exam questions now.
Yes, what also I doubt was either 1 marks or 2 marks are also asked in the exams. So that was my question.
Okay. Actually, I don't set the NPTL exam questions. Okay, so I really don't have the idea that how the question will come. So I really can't help you in this scenario. Yeah,
Yes,
but
that's
but 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 the question will be of same type, the MCQ type. Okay, but the marks I really don't know. Are you getting my point?
yes, I do.
Yeah.
I thought that either we need to write the MCQ answers like that. So that was my question.
Yeah, so basically what happens that there are three sections. So all together the total time is I think 3 hours total time is given. Okay, and you have total 3 hours 75 marks, section 1 2 3. Okay, and I think all of them, section 1 2 3, all of are MCQ type. Okay, in section 1 there are 2 mark question, then section 2 there are 1 marks question, and section 3 there are 3 marks question. But this depend on the professor to professor also, like the course instructor also. So we at the TAs, we don't make the questions so that are not in our hand. So basically it says that you have to solve the MCQs only, like like what you are doing now. Okay, so there may be multiple correct option, there may be single correct option, there may be some numerical. Based on that you have to answer those. Fine. Okay.
Yes, sir, done.
Okay, now move on to the, yeah, now move on to the our what we are discussing about the text summarization. Okay, yeah, then in summarization we have to select the content. Okay, so where we have to choose sentences to extract from the document, then we have to do information ordering.
after that we have to do sentence realization or simplifying the sentences. Then you have to remove the redundancy. Okay, so these are all the basics, most basic algorithm using these stages: content selection, information ordering. So you have to select to summarize a text, you have to select a content first, then you have to choose an order to place them in the summary, that how what should be your order of your information. Then sentence realization, or you have to simplify a sentence. Then you have to remove the redundancy, like increase the diversification by uh, removing the sentence which are coming time to time. Okay, now what is the intuition behind it? Okay, now then there is so these are the text summarization steps. Then there comes unsupervised context selection. So how, in text summarization, in the there are four things: content selection, information ordering, sentence realization, then removing redundancy. Then how will you how will you select the content, or unsupervised content selection? Okay, choose the sentences that have salient or informative words. So how will you found that there is an informative word? So we have already learned about this, that okay, I can share a screen also. Yeah, just give me a second. What I can do, that instead of just telling this, I think this is, you can see this. Okay, so this is what I was talking about, the text summarization. So these are the main stages of text summarization: content selection, information ordering, sentence realization, removing redundancy. Then here comes the main thing, that unsupervised content selection. Okay, so how will you, what is the intuition behind the, how will you choose sentences that have salient or informative words? So we have already seen those approaches like TF-IDF. Okay, so to define salient means main word. Okay, so TF-IDF, what does it do? It weight each word in a document by term frequency and infers document frequency. Okay, so what should be the weight? Weight is, for each word there will be TF into IDF. Okay, then we have also seen the topic signatures, like choose a smaller set of salient word, like choose the, so you have got some salient word using this TF IDF, then choose a smaller set of it, then specific to that domain, and give them weight. Okay, then how you can weighting a sentence. So for each word in a sentence, you have words, multiple words, like this. Sorry, like signature is a important word, salient is an important word, specific is an important word, and where you have given the weight 1. Okay, then what you have to do, how will you weight the whole sentence? Then 1 by mod s. Mod s means number of word in a sentence into sigma of that weight, summation of the weight. Okay, then comes the lex rank, graph based approach, where you have a text document, then you do the processing and find out that what is in a machine readable format, what are the words and what are the weights. Okay, then in document representation, the underlying hypothesis is the sentences that convey the theme of the document are more similar to each other. Okay, so suppose that this is the document, and this sentence 1 and sentence 2 and sentence 3, this actually conveys the theme of the sentence, theme of the document, and they are similar. Okay. So how will you find out the salient sentence, most salient sentences in a document? So a document graph is constructed with sentences as the vertices. So this is a, so you have to make a graph. Okay. And this is a sentence, 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 sentence. So now you pose it as a graph node. Then a sentence similarity function is used to calculate the edge weights. So you have, so this is s1, s2, s3, s4 are all sentences. Then you are connecting those through edges, so it's connected, like everyone is connected to everyone. Okay, so you make a graph, so where it's a fully connected graph, that means everyone is connected to every node is connected to every node. Then you use a similarity function. You have a function, you should have a function to check the similarity between the sentences. Okay, you can use cosine similarity, like this kind of approach to weight this. Now how you are okay, now there is a page rank based algorithm is used to compute the sentence centrality vector. Okay, so this is the m tilde. Okay, now this is the page rank based algorithm is used to compute the sentence centrality vector I. So I is the sentence centrality vector. Okay, so here I, you are seeing that there is 1 2 3 4 5. So this is for sentence 1, this is for sentence 2, this is for sentence 3, this is for sentence 4, this is for sentence 5. Okay, and how we are calculating it? So mu is a variable kind of. Then you are doing summation of all k, which is not is equal to j, ik use the ik is the sentence centrality vector into m tilde kj. So m tilde kj is this one, plus 1 minus mu by mod s. Okay, then removing redundant sentences. How will you remove redundant sentences? Here you can use maximal marginal relevance, so we will see it later. So optimization based approach for summarization. Okay, so before going to this one, so we can see some question we want to solve, then we can go to the next topic. Okay, so this is the first question for today. Yeah, so can you try to solve this? Okay, so what will be the correct answer of this one? Can anyone answer what is the correct answer? Okay, so the right answer is C. Yeah, but why? Why the right answer is C? What does actually this generic summarization or I'll show you something. अरे हाँ यार कहाँ जा रहे हो जिम जा रहे हो क्या so okay so if I share my screen once
क्योंकि मैं इंडेक्सिंग चेंज कर रहा हूँ रिजल्ट चेंज हो रहे हैं और उसको सब कुछ चेंज हो रहा है
एक्चुअली इसमें प्रॉब्लम होता है कि भाई एक सेल पहले रन करता है कभी बाद में रन होता है ना तो नीचे का वैल्यू ऊपर ले लेता है हेलो हाँ सर ये T5 वाला
okay so the question is that your teacher recommended you to read the book deep learning in Python then after reading the book you want to summarize it so you are looking for a text summarization approach what kind of summarization method would you what kind of summarization method would you like to would you use for this purpose so first is abstractive single document summarization or you want to use abstractive multi-document summarization or extractive single document summarization or extractive multi-document summarization so Bala is saying that option C is the correct one so to see this so what is a extract versus abstract okay so extract summarization is list of fragments of text versus rephrases content coherently that means uh, in abstracting single documentation what do we do it generates a summary in new words from one document okay from one document because single okay now comes the abstractive multi document okay this one I am talking about this one abstractive multi document means generates a new summary using multiple document okay generate new summary using multiple documents okay now comes the extractive single document what does it do it select the key sentences from one document. Select key sentences from one document. Why one document? Because single. If this is multi-document, then it select the key sentences from multiple document. Okay. So here, yeah, and another here we can see another is generic versus generic versus generic summarization versus query focus summarization. Generic summarization means that gives an overall summary of the whole document. Okay. Generic summarization. Okay, so you have seen this. So sorry. I have written something, but I forgot to share my screen. Yeah. So this is what I was writing. Yeah. So this is what I was trying to write. That what does it mean by abstractive single documentation, abstractive multiple documentation, and extractive single and extractive multi documentation. Okay, so option C is the correct answer. That is 1 and 3, which are basically abstractive single document summarization and extractive single document summarization. Why? Okay, before that we were seeing in that slides that generic summarization and query focus summarization. Okay, so generic summarization means it gives an overall summary of the whole document regardless of a specific question of topic. Okay, it's give you a general summary. Query focus means you will ask something that tailor the summary to answer a specific question or topic. Okay, so generic summarization summarize the entire book, and query focus summarization summarize only the part of the book that discuss name entity recognition. Okay, this kind of topic basically. So here in our question I am summarizing one book, a single book called Deep Learning with Python. Okay, and I want to have a high level overview, not just I don't want to just pick a sentence. Okay, I want a high level overview. That's why the appropriate method is abstractive single document summarization. Okay, because it includes multi document, and so option A, so I have a single document only or single book, so that's why multi documents are not option for me. Okay, so that's why 1 and 3 are the correct option. I hope this is clear to everyone. Okay, then we can move ahead in the next question. Okay, the next question is this one. Please take some time and try to solve this, then we will come into the answer. So okay, so before coming into this point, so I will try to I'll try to give you a question that uh, as I have discussed all type of summarization techniques, so I want to ask you that what kind of summarization uh, approach is lex rank. Okay, so the options are extractive multi-document generic. Option B is extractive multi-document query specific. Extractive multi-document query specific. Option C, abstractive multi-document query specific. And the last one is abstractive multi-document generic. What do you think that which should be the correct answer? So now only before starting the class, I was trying to show you what is the lex rank. Okay, what I can do just give me a second. So you have seen the question, you understood the question. So I am stopping my screen once. You can try the question and write the answer in the chat box. Okay, so we were seeing this algorithm called LexRank, a graph based approach. Okay, the LexRank, which is a graph based approach, where we have seen that which is used for unsupervised content selection algorithm, where we have used the LexRank kind of thing, where each node was used, each sentence was used as a node, then it was represented as a node. So how this LexRank work basically? So our question was what was our question? Our question was this one, that what kind of summarization of this approach is LexRank. So how LexRank works? So it sentences from one or more document are represented at node as a graph. Okay, like this. Okay, then an edge is created between two sentences. A edge, so first node are placed. Each sentence is a node. Then edges are connected between two sentences if they are similar, usually cosine similarity over TF IDF vector. Okay, so we find out the cosine similarity between two sentences over the TF IDF vector, and a edge is created. It runs after that. On top of that, it runs the page rank, or like Google's page rank algorithm, to rank the importance of each sentence. The top ranked sentences are selected as a summary. So I make the graph, then I apply the page rank algorithm. So the, I apply the page rank algorithm on this graph. Then the top ranked sentences will be the summary of the document. So here the question is that lex rank is a extractive type. Okay, so we have also seen here that in this we have seen that here generic versus query focus, single document versus multi document, extract versus abstract. So lex rank is an extractive thing. Okay, so now document, how many document we are using here in this question, that what kind, so we are using multi document because every option you can see that is multi document. So is it generic or query specific? Usually generic, because it ranks based on sentence centrality, not a user query. So it's an extractive, multi-document, and generic summarization. Okay. So option A is the correct one. Fine. Okay. Now comes to this question, that which of the following is a true. So what should be the correct answer? So it's asking that which of the following are true. Okay, so page rank based algorithm is used to compute the sentence centrality vector. So yes, I think it's true because lex rank we have already seen. So lex rank, the algorithm we have seen already, uses a graph where sentences are node, that we have seen that S1 sentence 1, sentence 2, sentence 3, sentence 4, uh, S1, S2, S3, S4. uh, Page rank based algorithm is used to compute the sentence centrality vector. It applies page rank, which computes the centrality or importance of each node. The resulting centrality vector is used to rank sentences by importance, and this is how lex rank identifies key sentences from the summarization. So I have already told that how nodes sentences are created as a node. Then I found out the edges. Then I do the page. I run the page rank algorithm. Uh, then so page rank algorithm is used to compute the sentence centrality vector. So option 1 is true. Then option 2, that query focused summarization can be thought of a simple question answering system. I think it's not true, because query focused summarization generate summaries based on a specific query or information we need, not the whole sentence. Okay, so it can be seen as a simpler or weighted as summary which will give you a specific answer, but it can't be seen as a question answering system. Option 3, the underlying hypothesis of lex rank algorithm is sentences that convey the theme of the document are more similar to each other. Yes, if you know the page rank algorithm, then you know. And also from here also I have seen that there is a chart, this one. This picture says that if the underlying hypothesis of lex rank algorithm is sentences that convey the theme of the document are more similar to each other, because this is exactly the assumption of lex rank, what the lex rank makes. Central sentences are those that are similar to many other sentences, and sentences that reflects the main theme are likely to have a high similarity with others. Okay, lex rank build a similarity graph based on this principle, and the more similar a sentence is to with other sentence, and especially to other central sentence, is higher its centrality score. Fine, we can go to the, yeah, so we can go to the third question then. Yeah, so this is our third one. Okay, so what should be the answer for this one? So first option says that the Roche matrix is a good as human evaluation. Okay, so what is Rouse stand for? So recall oriented understudy for gisting evaluation. Okay, it is a set of metrics basically commonly used to evaluate the quality of automatically generated summaries by comparing them to reference summaries, usually human writing. Okay, so how many type of Rouse scores are there? There are Rouse N, Rouse L, Rouse S or SU, recall precision F1. Okay, Rouse N measures n-gram overlap, Rouse L measures longest common subsequence, S or SU measures skip bigram overlap, then it evaluates by recall precision F1. It's widely used NLP tasks like summarization and machine translation. Okay, so it's a metric basically. So to see that how what is the quality of your summarized text from the document. So first say that raw matrix is as good as human. So it's false because Rouse is a useful proxy, but it's not reliable as human evaluation. Okay, it does not evaluate fluency, coherence or factual accuracy, only overlap with the reference it checks. Rouse is also automatic and fast, but human evaluation is better than deep qualitative judgments. So the statement overstate Rouse. So this is not a correct answer. The second says that lex rank can be applied for multi-document summarization. Lex rank is not limited to single. It can apply to single or multi both one. Third says that in optimization based approach for summarization, the inference problem is to select a subset S of textual units such that summary score is maximized. Yeah, it's true because optimization based summarization method defined as an objective function. You know that we want to minimize or maximize something into the objective function. So and here we use the informativeness or coverage or diversity as objective. The task is to select a subset of a sentence that maximizes the score under certain constraint like length or redundancy. This is the core idea being the integer linear programming or ILP and submodular optimization approaches in summarization. So this is also true. The fourth statement says that maximum marginal relevance or MMR strives to reduce redundancy while maintaining query relevance. MMR is a method used in query focused summarization. Okay, so it used in query focused summarization. Okay, and it balances between relevance of the query, relevance to the query, so the summary stay on topics. Okay, and novelty or diversity is that it avoids selecting redundant information. It selects sentences iteratively based on a scoring function. And what are the scoring function? So how it's scored? It's scored like lambda into similarity between SI sentence and the quality minus 1 minus lambda into maximum of all sentences similarity between SI SJ. Okay, so option 2, 3 and 4 are the correct. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now come to the question 4. Please try to solve it. ওই কই কনফারেন্স ছিল ওই প্রেজেন্টেশন আজকে আমার ভিসা চলে এসেছে হ্যাঁ
ये रजिस्टर्ड कैसे हो गया दोनों नहीं हो गया
हाँ सर कोई बात नहीं कोई
क्या हो रहा है आपको सिक्योरिटी का ऑटोमेटिक अपडेट मार दिया होगा सारा बहुत सही इतना डरा दिया मैं अंदर मिल जाएगा
Okay, so what should be the correct answer here? So here the question says that it is estimated that 20% of GPT-4 generated text are fake. Google built some AI system to filter these fake contents, and AI system claims that it can detect 99% of the fake content, and the probability for a false positive, a real content detected as fake is 3%. Now, if a content is detected as fake, now then what is the probability that it is in fact a real content? Let's use Bayes theorem to compute the probability that a contains. So you have to use the Bayes theorem. I think you would all know the Bayes theorem to compute the probability that that a content is real, given that it is detected as fake. So what I have to Find out using this theorem. A content is real given that it is detected as fake. Okay. Okay, fine. So let A is the event that content is detected as fake. Or I can solve by my own words. Okay. So if the event that the content is fake are with the event that the content is real. Can you please silent yourself? Silpa. If you have any question, you can tell me. Otherwise, you can turn off. Are you asking something? Okay, fine. Then D is be the event that the content detected fake. Okay, got it? Now what is PF? Probability of F is given by, it is estimated that 20% of GPT-4 generated texts are fake. So probability of fake is 0.2. Fine. Then probability of real is 0.8, nothing but is equal to 1 minus 0.2. Fake content का probability है 0.2. So the probability of real content is 1 minus 0.2, which is 0.8. Now I have to find out that what is the probability of the the content is detected as fake given it's actually a fake content, and the probability of content is detected as fake and actually a real content. So you can see here that the probability for a false positive, a real content detected as fake is 3%. This one 0.03. Okay, so it's basically nothing but false positive, and the system correctly detects a fake content 99% of the time. Here it is. Now you have all these things. Fine. What you need to prove, what you need to find, you need to find out if a content is detected as fake, then what is the probability that it is in fact a real content. So probability of real contents but detected fake, so that's why D. Got it? So from here I can write the formula easily. D given R into P of R by P of D of R, P of R. Bro, happy birthday. हाँ
कुछ खाने चलेंगे, ठीक है?
खाने चलेंगे,
बोला ऐसे ही
अच्छा ठीक. Okay. Now probability of D document given F into probability of fake document. Okay, which is nothing but 0.03 into 0.80, because I have all these values here. Okay, so and 0.03 into 0.80 plus 0.99 into 0.20, which is 0.024 by 0.198 plus 0.024, which is 0.024 by 0.222, which is nothing but 0.108. Okay, so this is the correct answer, 0.108. Option C is the correct one. Okay. Now you now you see this one, that for a question, so I will show you the question. So this is the for the next sort of question, 5 to 8. Follow this table. One classifier predicts the following. So the correct prediction is shown by the tick mark under match column. Okay, so this is the actual and predicted is, so actual is airplane, predicted is airplane, so it's matched. Actual is car but predicted is boat, so it is cross. Okay, so this is, so I am using a classifier. Okay, so which is a multi-class classification kind of thing, which can classify between airplane, boat, car. Okay, there are three class: airplane, boat, car. Okay, and I have a classifier like decision tree or SVM kind of I can use. Hmm? Then so this is the result of my classifier. Okay, so you can see there are some true positive and false positive, you can find it out. So what you have to find it out from here, that is, what is the macro average F1 score, what is the macro average precision, what is the F1 score of boat class, and accuracy of the classifier. Okay, so this is the last question for today's class, but you have to answer it, that what. So I am writing the questions here. Okay, so first we have to find out what is the macro averaged F1 score. Then you have to find out the macro average precision. क्या है ये सर? मुझे दो. देख कौन खरीदा है?
आदित्य
बढ़िया, अच्छा लग रहा है.
लैपटॉप के अंदर ही घुस जाएगा था क्या?
कल जाऊंगा आईटीसी में, इसको तो लैब आके ये करके जाऊंगा.
आईटीसी मोरिया जा रहे हो ना?
आईटीसी मोड़िया.
खाना देखिए हो?
हाँ, मेरे पास दो ऑप्शन है, या तो दमपुक जा सकते हैं या तो बुखारा जा सकते हैं. मैं भी
मुर्ग मलाई टिक्का इन्वेंट है, तंदूरी चिकन का अलग टेस्ट है, एक नान बहुत फेमस है वहाँ.
बुखारा नान करके
2200 रुपये
2200 रुपये का रोटी सर. समझ रहे?
बुखारा.
बुखारा.
मेरे को भी इच्छा है जाने का, एक बार तो जाऊँगा. चलिए भाई, मैं को कितना
Okay, so any replies? Anyone tried to solve this one? तो कहाँ जा रहे हैं विकास के साथ पता है? कब जा रहे हैं? कब जा रहे हैं ये बता दो। अभी अभी मतलब उसी हिसाब से ख़त्म करो। मतलब 10 मिनट और ले लो। 10 मिनट ठीक। कहाँ जा रहे हैं? कहाँ जा रहे हैं? आए नहीं जा रहे? Okay. So what is the So first question is, what is the macro average F1 score or macro average precision? Fine. So first what you have to do, that for each and every one you have to find out what is the actual level, okay, what is the predicted level, and how many of these has true positive, false positive and false negative. Okay, then use the formula recall is equal to true positive by true positive plus false negative, and precision is true positive by true positive plus false positive. Okay, now can you try to write the answers? Okay, so let's try to solve this on. Okay, so total there are n predictions that we want to predict. They are then uh, 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 number of items that are actually A and predicted A. So basically what I want to say that micro average, what is micro average F1 score. So micro average F1 score is calculated by uh, macro average F1 is equal to F1A plus F1B plus F1C, which is nothing but we have to compute the precision, recall, and F1, okay, for each class ABC. Okay, first I have to compute precision, recall, and F1 for each class ABC. So I have shown you that A is class aeroplane, boat, and car. Okay. So we have to compute the precision, recall, and F1 for each class. Okay. Precision is number of items that are actually A and predicted as A by predicted as A. Okay. And recall is number of items that are actually A and predicted as A by actual number of A. Okay. So uh, so accuracy is total correct by total instances. So total correct, how many there are total correct? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So which is nothing but 6 by 10, which is 0.6. Okay, fine. And okay, so this is all. And okay, now I have to find out the F1 score. So if you see this one, you can find it out. Yeah. Aeroplane precision 0.67. Okay, and recall 0.67, precision 0.25, recall 1, precision 1, recall 0.5. So for macro F1, the formula is yeah. So to find out the macro F1, I have the formula of macro F1 formula I have already written, which is nothing but this one by 3. Okay, so the answer will be 0.58. Okay. So then F1 also you have to just add F1 score of class A, F1 score of class B, and F1 score of class C, which you can find out from this table. Okay. कैब बुक करो आप, मेरा हो जाएगा।
हो जाएगा 5-10 मिनट में।
and the micro average precision. What about the micro average precision? Micro average precision is the formula for this is the summation over all classes, true positive for all classes by 2 plus true positive for each class and false positive for each class. Okay, so this is nothing but total number of correct prediction. This is the total number of predicted levels or total number of instances of single levels. So the correct answer here will be 0.60. Here the correct answer was C, 0.58. Okay, 0.60. Okay. And here the F1 score of both class is how will you find it out? F1 score of both class, that you have to first find out the precision of class both, which is nothing but true prediction of both by true prediction of both plus false prediction of both by recall of both is equal to true prediction of both by true prediction of both plus false negative of both. Okay, and f1b is nothing but 2 into precision of both into recall of both by precision of both plus recall of both. Okay, so this is the formula. So if you do, you will get option A as the correct answer. Okay, then what is the accuracy of the classifier? Final accuracy. So accuracy is total correct by which is nothing but 0.6 by 10. Let us see. So this is all for today's class, I think. Okay, so we will meet in the next session. Okay, next week. So next week will be our last class. Okay, thank you everyone for joining in the session. Okay, we will meet in the next class. Okay.